Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So my name is Haji Aiman bin Muhammad Amdan. My metric number is S65474 and my lecture group is K2. So to answer this individual assignment is to get so from question A, to get the predetermined overhead is 256,000 divided by 16,000 hours. So this is from the questions. So we get 16 ringgit. So for the predetermined overhead. So for overhead applied to get job Y12 is we have to get the information from the question, which is 12,220, and then we divide by 20 ringgit per hour as it shows here. 20 ringgit per hour, and then we times multiply it by 16 ringgit per hour, because to get the overhead applied we have to actual times with predetermined overhead, and then we got 9,776 ringgit. So for job T20 it is the same, we get 8,680 and divided by 20 ringgit per hour times with 16 ringgit per hour, and then we got 6,448. For job E33 it is also the same, 3,640 divided by 20 ringgit per hour times 16 ringgit per hour, which we get 2,912. So the total is 19,136 ringgit for overhead applied. And then we go to requirement C, which is the actual overhead cost. So to get the actual overhead cost, it is 6,000. 6,000 ringgit, which is from the indirect material. We get from the indirect material 6,000 ringgit, and then we go to 5,000 ringgit, which is the indirect labor. And then we go to depreciation manufacturing, which is 4,000, and then 3,600, which is the incurred factory utility cost, and plus with 3,200, which is the incurred other factory overhead cost, 3,200. So for D, and so for the total of the actual factory overhead cost is 21,800 ringgit. For D, to get under overhead apply, we get the overhead apply minus with the actual, so we get negative. So if we got negative, it means that we are under applied. So for cost of good manufactured is the beginning working process is 21,000, and then the cost of direct material use is 180,000 minus by 6,000, because of the question says which was for indirect. 6,000 is for indirect materials. So for direct labor is 23,920 ringgit. So for the factory overhead is, as you can see, it is 5,000 indirect labor, 6,000 indirect material, 4,000 of manufacturing assets, factory cost 3,600, and other factory overhead cost 3,200. The total is 21,800, and then this is the total factory overhead. To get total manufacturing cost incurred in 2023 is we add the cost of direct material use plus with direct labor plus total factory overhead cost, which we get 219,720. For the total manufacturing cost, we have to add up total manufacturing cost incurred 2023 with the beginning working process, which we got 240,000, and then we minus the ending working process, which is 149,060, and then we got the cost of good manufacture is 91,660. So for income statement, we got sales 120,000, and the cost of good, the beginning finished goods inventory is 108,000. The cost of good manufactured is 91,660, So the cost of finished good available for sale is 199,660. And then we have to minus it with the ending finished good inventory, so we got 137,660. So we have to add up because it is under applied overhead, so we add up, and then the total of our cost is 140,000. And then so sales minus with the total of our costs, and then we got a gross loss about negative 20,324. So with this loss, we minus it with all these operating expense, which is the depreciation on selling and administrative asset, advertising expense, and sales and manufacturing expense, with a total of 22,000. And then we minus it, and then we got a net loss, a total of net loss negative 42,324. So this is just for me. Thank you. Bye.